Hello everybody and welcome back. Today I have a fun video for you. I have collaborated with 10 other channels in the backpacking community to share with you our favorite backpacking and hiking trails. This was a tough one for me because I have so many favorite hiking and backpacking trails that I have been on over the years. And I didn't want to use the same one that I used in another collaboration last year where I talked about my favorite backpacking trip of all time. I will link that video right here in the cards if you're interested in checking out that video. So to help me narrow it down, I thought to myself, what makes a trail memorable? And for me, it came down to having great weather, great views, and great company. And I was fortunate enough to be invited on a backpacking trip in the summer of 2019 with the owners of UGQ, Paul and Chad, and my good friend Dan Becker, to spend 2 nights and 3 days on North Manitou Island in northern Michigan. We were blessed with absolutely fantastic weather. We missed the black fly season, the mosquitoes weren't bad at all, and the heat and humidity were bearable. If you're not familiar with North Manitou Island, it is a 15,000 acre island 12 miles off the coast of Leland, Michigan, up near Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore. And what makes North Manitou Island unique is that it's an island and you have to ride a ferry to get to the island. So there's a designated ferry service that shuttles people back and forth to the island, mainly between the months of May and October, I believe. The cost is $42 a round trip per person, and I believe it's $10 per night per person if you want to camp overnight on the island, and there's a discount for groups. During the summer months, North Manitou Island is a very popular place, so you need to plan accordingly. And one tip I will give you is when you're on the ferry, they want you to put your pack in the back of the ferry in a big mound with everybody else's pack. I would suggest to keep it on your lap or under your bench if space allows, because it definitely slows down the disembarkation process. As you can see here, the lines of people were waiting on their pack to be handed to them from the back of the ferry. But fortunately, me and Dan Becker and Chandler kept our packs with us, and we quickly exited the ferry and were able to make our way onto the island without any wait at all. I would highly suggest to not put your pack in the back of the boat with everybody else, or you will be waiting in a massive line for your pack just like that. So if you're fortunate enough to have room under your seat like I did, and Mr. Dan Becker here, and Chandler, we got our packs and quickly made our way off the boat. No line, no wait. Not only is North Manitou Island surrounded by beautiful Lake Michigan, it also has a lake within the island called Manitou Lake. And if you love history, you're really gonna like North Manitou Island. There's old settlements and homesteads and villages and cemeteries that you can experience while on the island. But instead of me just talking about it the whole time, let's go to my trip video intro right now so you can get a quick glimpse of what I experienced on North Manitou Island with Dan Becker and Paul and Chad from UGQ. Dan, are you ready for this adventure?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Right.
Let's do it.
Now, one might expect to see lots of overcrowding or traces of garbage left behind since this is just a small island, but obviously the Park Service is doing a fantastic job of stressing the importance of leave no trace during their mandatory briefing after getting off the ferry, as you can see here. And it must be effective because I never saw any trash left behind anywhere during the 20 miles of trails that I hiked while on the island. And if we all continue to do our part at leaving no trace, then future generations to come after us can continue to enjoy the same pure Michigan that we enjoyed at North Manitou Island. And the water is so amazing. I can't tell you how blue and how crystal clear the water is. And having those lake breezes, it kept the bugs at bay, it kept the humidity down, and I often felt like I was walking along a Caribbean beach. And don't just take my word for it, take a listen to what the fellas had to say about North Manitou Island.
Oh, Manitou Island is a magical place. This place was awesome. Highly recommended.
Well, if you're looking for something that is
super remote and a lot to explore. It's definitely a fun island.
I highly recommend it for everybody to come out here for at least one trip.
I would not make the mistake on cutting it short.
Lots of fishing in the lake.
Bring a fishing pole. We did slay some fish.
Oh yeah.
And I would have a good time. I'd be out here for 5 days minimum.
Yeah.
There's something about being on an island surrounded by water you can't capture in a lot of places.
Fun people. Got to hang out with the Jason Wish. If you're not subscribed, you need to subscribe to his channel. I subscribed to his channel like 3 years ago. Been watching this guy forever. Finally got to hike with him 2 times this year. It was a lot of fun.
I was also very surprised that we barely saw anybody during our time on the island, despite nearly 100 passengers being dropped off at the same time as us. There's plenty of room on the island for everybody. Now, there are a few downsides to North Manitou Island that I need to share with you. You are not allowed to start fires on the island except at the village, which is there at the ferry dock. And water sources can be kind of hard to come by. Now, obviously, you're surrounded by Lake Michigan, and as long as you're camping 300 feet off of the high water mark, you are allowed to camp near the lakeshore. And obviously, water's not going to be an issue there. But in the interior of the island, there is definitely a lack of streams and creeks. I think I only saw one on the entire island. So unless you're camping at the Manitou Lake, it's probably a 10-acre lake inside the island, you're going to have to cache water into your campsite. One thing I would like to mention about Manitou Lake is that it does have some fantastic fishing. As you can see here, Chad and Chandler spent hours wading in the warm waters of Manitou Lake, smallmouth bass fishing, and I think they caught 20 or 30 smallmouth bass, and some of them are pretty good size, as you can see here. Well, if what I have described to you is not enough to convince you to visit North Manitou Island, here are 3 more reasons. 1, it has a sister island called South Manitou Island that is supposed to be equally beautiful. 2, there are numerous amazing sand dunes all the way up the west coast of Michigan's Lakeshore that are worth a visit, like Warren Dunes, Saugatuck Dunes, Sleeping Bear Dunes, just to name a few. And 3, Lake Michigan itself makes it worthwhile to make a visit to North Manitou Island. The waters are so inviting, and there's also kayaking there on Lake Michigan around the island. So there's 3 more great reasons to also consider making a visit to North Manitou Island. Well, there you have it, folks. North Manitou Island is definitely worth a visit, and I highly recommend it. You can find more information about the island at the National Park Service website, nps.gov, as well as the Manitou Island Ferry Service website, where you can find out about their scheduling and ticket pricing. So what is your favorite trail? Drop me a comment down below on your favorite trails you like to go hiking on. Or better yet, consider making your own video response about your favorite trail. This is open to everybody. So if you want to make a video about your favorite trail, go for it. That just gives us all more ideas on where we can go enjoy backpacking and hiking in the future. And don't forget to check out the other 10 channels who participated in this collaboration for more backpacking and hiking opportunities for you. Thanks for watching, everybody, and until next time, I'm Jason Wish, wishing you a great time on your next adventure. I gotta do that again. Take 4. Wading out in the warm waters of Manitou Lake, smallmouth does have some fantastic. I'm gonna do one more take on that. Holy crap. Great, that's great. My gosh, I messed it up again. Oh, my battery's flashing dead. As well as the Manitou. Quick, oh my gosh, I butchered it over and over.